All right. Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube want to pay you for your social media content. The question is, are you giving them an opportunity to do just that? So that's the question of the day. And that's what we're getting ready to dive in. You with me, Coach Bradley?
Absolutely.
There
I'm in
you
the building.
go.
Special shouts
Yes.
out to all of you guys. Let us know where you're watching from before we get started. We want to know exactly where is it that you're rocking from
Mhm.
today on this beautiful Thursday. Let's get it popping. Happy Halloween too.
Happy Halloween. Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
deal.
So, yeah, this is something, as you know, right
Hmm.
now, you're watching us on social media. You're whether you're on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube. And the fact of the matter is that you can get paid for it. And so what we're actually going to do today is we're going to pull the curtain back. We're going to show you the backside of our dashboard. We're going to give you some game so you guys can, if you're in the position to be able to be monetized, we'll show you how you can do that efficiently because there is a process for it so you don't go crazy. And if you're not quite there yet, what you need to do to get in that position because you're already making content anyways, you might as well get paid for it. Isn't that how
Yeah,
you feel?
absolutely right. The key is,
Yes,
yeah,
yes, yes,
yeah, for
yes.
sure.
All right, so we're going to help you out with a few little visuals. So the first one, like I just said, Meta, which includes Facebook and Instagram, they want to pay you for your social media. And right now, the way you can monetize your social media is just by them paying you because people are watching the stuff that you're putting up. And as you can see, this picture over, I don't know if it's on your left side, but it's on my left side. You can see some of Master Boxing's achievements just within the last little bit. So you can see watch time and views and posts and reels. And so you can see the achievements as you go along. And like I said, this is a peek inside the behind Master Boxing's dashboard. So this is going to be really cool for you guys to see. And the other place that people forget about is that you can actually get paid by having other people's ads on your content. And so that's the third way that you can get paid. And I'm sorry, I forgot the middle because we're actually going to go into subscriptions a little bit deeper today. And so I know a lot of you guys are already at that 10,000 follower mark, which is what's required on Instagram. And if you are, we're going to show you some cool stuff of exactly how to let that stuff roll out and get paid for it.
Yeah. So what you're looking at right now, I'll dive in for 1 second. This is what the accomplishments and achievements of our page. And so this is why we want to teach you guys how to get this. It's not hard if you just follow the basic process. This is what we're doing with a multitude of our the coaches in our program is
Mm-hmm.
building them up. So as you can see right there, we've gotten so many awards basically because of basic social media. And all you
Yeah,
got to do is follow it. I mean, you can do it wrong or you can do it right. And doing it
that's it.
right only takes the same amount of energy. It's not like you're working hard. So think about how much you can do with the free money that they're giving you, because they literally are giving you thousands of dollars to do
Yeah,
this and keep the battle and the war going on between all of the social media platforms. So
yeah.
as a
It's
business owner, you could just literally be monetizing and creating profit by just being more thorough with how you're putting out your content. So
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah,
all
yeah.
we're doing is feeding you, and they're feeding us, and it's a multiple times a month. It's not like it's one thing. It's like, so these are the achievements that we, some of them, this is just a fraction
Yeah,
of them,
because
but yeah, they
that's
they they
actually
do pay you. Go ahead, Stace.
no, no, no. I was gonna say that's actually a screenshot of a video. You guys, that list goes on and on and on and on, but you can see kind of where this thing can go. So as we move along, sometimes you got to state the obvious, and that's what I'm here to do right now. The only way you're going to get paid is if you're doing it with a professional account, not your personal account. So let's just lay that out there. So it couldn't be easier. It's a switch of a toggle and making a move in your dashboard to make sure you have a profession, you're in professional mode. So you got to make sure that you do that. All right.
And
So
make sure you let us
visual,
know where is it that you're watching from. We are literally on the radar screen of you. So we want to make sure that all of you guys are engaged and we want to know. So let us know exactly where is it that you're watching from on the planet today. Represent.
there you go. Actually, I'm going to go over to the next slide first. So,
Yes.
like I said, I told you we were going to pull back the curtain on the Master Boxing dashboard, and these are some of the most recent screenshots. And Coach, you can chime in when you want to, but
Mm-hmm.
just in case you've never seen the backside of a dashboard, you get all of your data and your overview of what a particular video or post or reel did.
Yes.
And in this case, this particular one, if you look at the number of shares, over it was shared over 12,000 times. And can you see that, Coach? And I
Mm-hmm.
want to say,
I was just shouting out Mars from Malaysia. Special
oh,
shouts out to you,
sweet.
brother.
Great. Glad you're here. So what you can see are some of the metrics where you can see where I have the stars. I don't know if y'all can see my cursor or not, but the number of plays, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that first one is 1.8 million
Yeah.
people watch that video.
Yes. I think
And
we did videos over 1 million views in about 4 days.
yeah,
One is like 7 million, but everything that's getting played is thinking about what you are talking about. Each one of you guys who are in the world of entrepreneurship as trainers, gym owners in the boxing industry, the thing that you're doing, that's exactly what I'm doing. So these are your views. So think of yourself as someone who's in this same lane. I'm just basically the pipeline. I'm showing you by example,
mhm,
because when it's all said and done, these are the kind of conversations that are important to us, helping you just follow this brick road
that's
without
it.
you having to figure it all out. So right now we're giving you the blueprint to how to walk this road and accomplish what they're trying to help you accomplish. They're your partners now. So go ahead, Stace.
Yeah, it's cool. So here's a little bit right here. In 7 days, when you look at the money that they were paying for us, and it was actually like about 6 days,
It was
we
really
went from
like 5.
200 just to 2788. So
Yeah.
you can see how it when you get those videos going with people, things people really want to see, and you're able
Yeah.
to capture their attention and you're able to galvanize watch time, that is when the cash register really starts rolling.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to say, a lot of these analytics, they're crazy. You've got over 15 million impressions and with 12.5 million reach on some of these. And so you can see right here is how the earnings all break down. And they'll
Yeah.
show it to you in a different pockets of time. And you can see the videos down here that are people were really digging.
You know
And
what, Stace?
was that?
Yeah, yeah. And you can hold that thought, but what is it that you want to say, or something that most people don't know, but if 15 million people could hear you say that, what would that be?
Yeah.
Like that thing that you're so good at it.
Mhm.
Not a lot of people know it, but the people that know you closely know. But
Mhm.
what is that thing that you would like 15 million people to hear you
Yeah.
say? You might have the cure for something. You might have the unique skill set to help a person from point A to point Z, but no one knows it.
Yeah.
What is that thing that 15 million people would hear you say that would change the trajectory of the direction your company is going? That's what you want to do, because this is all possible, because I'm showing you how to do this like right
Mhm.
now.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
That's
Stacy.
good stuff. And you know what? I will add on to that because we're all about giving you guys game because we want to see you win. One thing that we do that works super well over here at Master Boxing is using polls. And if you're
Mhm.
not using polls on your social media and you have a business page, you're really missing the boat. Like, for example, the data that we learned this morning, Eric, wouldn't you agree, is that we learned that our audience, where they're really missing the boat is with consistency. So
Yeah.
you can use your polls to know what's going on with your audience, what they're liking, what they're struggling with, and that
Yeah.
can help you know what kind of content to create.
And guess what?
What?
The fact that that is the number one thing. Like, it wasn't the
By
day before, it
landslide.
was the day before that, it was way, I mean, people want to have a consistent regimen with what they're doing, but they want to also tone up. People want to get in really good shape, right? But that's now, like, that poll is up right now.
Mhm.
And if you go take it, you'll literally see that people are dealing with a thing that they want to fix. And so that's what you let people know. If you're in the world of training people, right?
Mhm.
And even if you can own the gym or whatever. Now, if you can let people know, the people that are actually watching you, they're telling you what they want. And if you have the answer for that, that's the content that you produce. So if there was a method in which we help people stay consistent, we'd show them our calendar system
Yeah.
that we help and map out particular things for you to follow. And what that does is make your life easy. It helps you just stay consistent because now you don't have to think about what you have to do. So, what is the thing that you continue to miss that is really relevant for you to do, but you keep
Mhm.
missing that thing?
Yeah.
And if you could stay consistent with that one thing, so this is a look at that thing. So what
Yeah.
we do is we make it so that you can have a process that you don't miss out on any of the stuff that you need to do. And
That's
when you can
great.
do that, that simplifies your life, right? And
It
then you can go out here and crush it.
yeah.
You can crush it. This is the stuff that you can do. This isn't something that when you are all alone that those brilliant ideas don't come to you, but this is exactly how you can manifest. And Stacy's going to share with you soon what it looks like when you set up a subscription for yourself
Mhm.
due
Mhm.
to the benefits of all
Yeah.
of what you've accomplished. So go ahead, Stacy.
Yeah, I'm gonna get there. So I just want to make sure you guys heard us loud and clear. Use your polls to help you create content that your
Bingo.
audience will watch. So I got to bring that back up. Make sure that landed home with
The polls
everybody.
are very big, very
Yep.
big. And don't get discouraged if there's not a million people in your polls yet, because the poll is about bringing people aware and bringing awareness that you care. You care.
That's right.
And that's what the poll is. And soon people will care that you care
Mhm.
enough. So,
All the way.
yeah.
And this wasn't planned, but this is the perfect little conversation right here of how to use like just the Instagram formats that are at your fingertips right now. They're on your phone to be able to create reels or carousels or just single images and your stories.
Yep.
So, like we just said, to be able to use the information that you learn in your polls, or a client might have told you in the gym, or and some of you I know watch us that are not in the gym or the boxing world, and you have your clients that are struggling in their business or maybe with their health in another fashion. It's the principles are all the same. The
Hmm.
principles are the same. So that is you kind of let's see. I'm getting ready to get us back up there. There we go. So Coach, you can chime in here too as well. So,
Yes.
as we started off at the beginning of the show, we wanted you guys to know that one of the ways that Meta will pay you is to have an Instagram subscription and Facebook subscription. They operate a little bit differently. So, today we're going to focus and lock in on Instagram. And right now, what allows you to be able to have a subscription is you've got to have at least 10,000 followers. So, for those of you who are already there, we've made this especially for you because there is an art, or would you say we use the word system here a lot, but there's a system to creating an awesome subscription for your people because number one, you want to attract them. Number two, you want them to stick around. So, Coach, I'll let you jump in here. This is kind of an example of a layout, if you will, or a framework of a very successful Instagram subscription.
Yes. So a lot of you know that we have Instagram subscriptions, and ours are vested around conversations, higher learning, taking more positive steps in the right direction, and feeding that thing that is inside of you to do things right, operating through a system. And that's how all of the things that you want in life happen. So that is basically conversational things. Now, this one is designed to develop what we call, you can see over to the right. Now look at the right and make sure you let us know where you're watching from, because this is important. On to the right, this is about skills and development. This is an issue that you're going to tackle. Some people want to teach, right? And each day has a particular focus. And as you can see to the right, it says pass each level and earn your medal. So in our subscription, what we wanted to focus on is to give people something to shoot for. What does that do? Well, it helps you retain and bring in and attract more people who are goal oriented. Okay. So if you're goal oriented, that's going to attract you. If you're just someone who wants to get in there and lose a few pounds, let's just use weight loss as an example, and I won't stay here long. If you want to work with a person that just wants to lose a lot of weight, just say they're morbidly obese, they got to lose 35 or more pounds. If you're dealing with those people, you know your program must start off really, really slow. So that's more of a low intensity to burn more fat, or you can go into the next realm of people who want to accomplish something. They want self-defense. They want to feel more confident. Then you're going to focus on people who want to do more of skills training. They want to develop skills. They want to build more confidence. They're pretty much in shape. They may lose 5 to 10 pounds, but for the most part, these people want to optimize their lives. So that's more lifestyle. That's more brand. They want to stay on brand with their entire vibration, right? And then you have the third person that you can create this for, and that's the person who wants to go in there and go balls to the wall. They want to hit hard. They want to crack. They want to burn and sweat. These are what we call the elite training kind of methods. So all you have to do is target what type individual that you're going after, right? And now this one is designed for people who literally want to develop the skills. And so there's a framework that you use to get these people in there, because the subscription is set up a certain way. And when you fill it out and you do it, this is so functional. It's so functional that you can use this process here and you can use it in your gym. So if you have 10,000 or more subscriptions, I mean, and you have a gym too, this plays a double role. So this is basically Monday through Saturday. And you can see the progression. And what does the progression do? The progressions retains people, because they are always enthralled with what's at the next level. And there's always a new level that you can tackle, the next devil. So that's kind of right there what we're using to implement and give people something to be excited about. So that's what you want in the gym world. You want people to be excited about something. They're excited about being there, accomplishing, getting that medal. Okay. Pass each level, earn your medal. And that right there is motivating to people, especially people who like to accomplish things. So Stacy?
Yeah, no, I appreciate you dropping those points, because it's the same conversation when you want to build out your subscription that you have, or we have with our coaches and gym owners for your in-gym services. You have to understand and be super clear on who your avatar is, or your ideal customer. We call it your SPAR client over here. Whatever you want to call that person that you want to have come in your door and who you want to work with most. The same principles fall in line right here, because where we are going is right here. This is also, you can have your subscription, but if no one knows about it, it's never going to sell.
That's right.
No one's going to know about it. No one knows about it. No one's going to know about it. You're going to do all of that work for nothing. So
can I talk about one of the things that I use to get people very visible? And it's the technique that we use to help create attraction to what you're doing. So first, you want to just be clear about the person that I don't know who your best friend was, but maybe it's that kind of a person. I just want to get real with you guys right now, because what we do is we just we have our gym or our page, and we just hope that things are going to fall into place. But every day you pick up the phone and somebody tells you something that you're like, man, if I implement that, I'll be on another level. And so that's exactly what this is. We're giving you the thing that'll put you on another level, right? And that next level is being able to know who you're talking to, that thing that you're so good at. You know, like I remember when I was young, I used to take a needle for my mom and I used to thread it because she was like, couldn't see the hole. So I would thread it. And what that did is allowed my eyes to continue to get sharper. And then I became a hairstylist, an artist. Everything that had to do with eyes, eye hand coordination, I developed that through listening, aiding my mom. So I can talk to you about methods and techniques on how to do things like that using your eyes. And that's exactly what this opportunity is for you with that skill that you have, that thing that you possess that is just not installed in everybody's hardware. You
Yeah.
have it. So the minute that you're able to talk about that thing to the person that really needs that service of yours, then that's where it starts to drive that wave. That's where you start to get. I remember the first time I shot a video and it reached 1,000 people. I thought that that was like, whoa. And then I remember the first time that my whole page reached 1 million people, like the page. And then I remember the first video that reached 100,000. And I was like, wow. And then I remember the very first time that my first video reached 1 million. And now you can see all of those awards. I've gotten videos with 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, 6 million, 10 million. And so I learned now it's because I'm telling people what they actually want to hear. This many people have this problem. So this is where your opportunity comes to draw the people in based on that thing. It's that many people that have that problem of the thing that you really are great at. The only thing you have to do now is use your page, and that page will draw those people. And then that's how you get to 10,000. That's the process that we use to get one of our coaches, another one of our coaches, and another one of the people that we help work, get them to 10,000. And then say, this is how you offer this thing to them. And this is how you keep more people coming. And you start off with a low buy-in. And from that buy-in, you're going to get your first 100 subscriptions. And we're going to do that in the first 30 days.
Yeah.
And then you're going to go up with the rate because you're actually over delivering what you're offering them. You're going to get them to one goal after the next, after the next, after the next. And that's how you get people to a place where you're starting to scale. You're looking up, you're getting money deposited into your accounts. 100, 200, 300, 500, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. And I've seen it all. And it was not detracting from the regular day that I was having. I didn't have to do something extra. So that's how important that thing that you do, that's how important it is. And this is the day and time that you can do that. And what would $5,000 do for you? It would probably pay your rent and your gym bill, your lease. It's that relevant. That's how powerful what you have is. So enough about me talking about it, Stacy.
No, I appreciate that's super important knowledge that you're dropping, because it dovetails into this. And you've heard it, you know how big, we're on our soapbox about helping you guys in our industry really build out that brand identity, whether you're the athlete or the trainer or your gym.
Let's say that word. Let's say that word. Take that down from the screen. Let's bring a little bit of clarity and context around brand identity. When you look at me, right? Let's just use me as an example. I'm sorry, that's all we got today. It's Halloween. Get out of town. Just use me as an example. When you think about me, like, what do you think about? I'm asking you, like, just
Oh,
give
you're
me an
asking me.
example
Oh,
of brand
I
identity.
thought you want our audience to kind of chime in here.
And if
So
they think of Master Boxing or they think of
mhm,
Eric Bradley, what is it that you think about when you think of me? Because when it's all said and done, it's kind of easy because of the big empowering name that's up there.
yeah.
But
Mhm,
when you think of this, when you think of me, I want you to think of an educator, a person that learns and understands how to bridge the gap between people who truly are out of the know, bringing them across that river because they are smart. They just don't have that book, that encyclopedia on bridging because they're so engulfed in their work and
mhm,
operations. So I'm the person like Pied Piper. I bring and I play the flute with our skills and our business education,
mhm.
and I drive that knowledge to you. And I pull you guys in and I say, hey, guess what? Here's a carrot. Hey, guess what? Here's a diamond. Hey,
Mhm.
guess what? Here's a fishing rod. I'm going to show you how to fish because if I just give you a fish, you can only eat one meal. But if I give you a fishing rod, you can eat for a lifetime. So that's what you think of when you think of me. My
Yeah.
thing and my job is to make sure that you can come across the bridge. And so that's what I do. I take that knowledge
Mhm.
from the wealthy side of the tracks and I bring it here and I create a bridge. That's what you think of when you think of me, regardless if you just joined our page or not. We've had 13,000 new subscribers this week.
Yeah.
But the key is understand that this is bigger than boxing. When you think of
All the
me,
way.
my personal brand is my brand promise. I guarantee you, I'm going to increase your IQ every time because I'm going to go get it from somebody and I'm going to deliver it to you because I know you're trying to do God's work on this planet. And the only thing you need is a chaperone, someone who could be your liaison. And that's what I'm here
That's it.
specifically to do. And so hopefully that kind of clears up. Brand identity is just your promise, it's your personality, it's your purpose. It's
Mhm.
what people think about when your name comes up or video shows up. It's everything that has to do with your essence. You could almost smell what the person smells like by seeing
Yes.
them because it just radiates off of them. That's personal brand. And when you think about that, what is that for you? What
Mhm.
is your personal brand
That brand
promise?
that brand identity.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's
No,
it.
that's a great no, great explanation because in my opinion, we can never say it enough.
Yeah. For
So
sure.
that's why it's at the top of the page, you guys. Brand identity. Everything starts there because if your brand identity is not intact, then everything else just falls to the wayside and you're just burning time, energy, money. But once you have that intact, that is when the momentum picks up. That's when the decisions that you make become fluid. That's when your marketing, your advertising, your promotions, your publicity, your PR, and oh my goodness, those sales happen. And one thing that I like about this visual, and it's something that folks don't always, we seem to lump, and even us in the marketing world, we'll lump marketing as this one thing. And we always like to break it out for you guys so you can see really what the 5 pillars of marketing really is: the advertising, the promotions, the publicity, the PR, and the sales. So this is what it takes. Don't lose track of what we were talking about. We were talking about that awesome subscription that you can monetize. But like we said, you want people to know about it. And how are people going to know about it? It's by first having that brand identity that they absolutely vibe with, and then you got to be able to market it. So you can see without that megaphone, it's going to be awfully quiet, and we don't ever want to see anybody go to all that work and set up a subscription and then it's just crickets. Like, we're not doing that for this. So the way this goes, and coach, you can chime in here as well, is when you start this subscription, it's really the tip of the iceberg. Okay.
Okay.
And I think
We
I
had a
just saw a great
question.
question pop in. We can go ahead and let's remove this.
What
That was a good
about how
question.
much to charge?
What about how much to charge?
Yes.
Yeah. So
So
here's the thing. It kind of starts, is it $2.99 or $4.99? I
you
think
can
it's as
start
low
as
as
low
two.
as it on Facebook is as low as $2.99. On
Yep.
Instagram it's as low as $4.99, I think.
Yeah.
And you want to start low because you have to earn trust. And when you can earn trust, then but you can get that's limitless subscriptions. You can have 1,000 subscriptions. At $4.99, that's $5,000 a month. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? And so what you're explaining to them, and the reason why I keep taking that, telling you to pull that down, is because I want people to see what's actually possible. Because maybe you've literally posted a video and you've posted and it's done decent. It's got a few thousand views, but you didn't have anything to bring and attract to people to go to that thing, to that next level, to
Yeah.
register and sign up for your subscription, because they don't see the map. They don't understand what you do. They don't understand how you go about doing it. They don't understand how their life will be different if they register anything with you. And that's what we have to think about. You can't think about what you do. You got to think about how their lives will be different. You don't sign up for things just to sign up for them, regardless of how low it is, because you care about the direction you're trying to go, right? And make
Right.
sure you take a moment and let us know exactly where is it that you're watching from on the planet, because it's very clear to me that there are a lot of people who post it, because there are trillions of videos online. But what we want to do is show you how not wasting that energy and giving people a place to go, because you have something that's really good. Just yesterday, I think you're going to always get people to sign up. We had three or four or five people sign up just yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and they weren't even clear about what we are doing in that subscription. They're just making an assumption because I'm not even marketing it. And that's what's so unique about it. There'll be days where just people are signing up because it just feels right. They just want to be tied to something. So give them something to be tied to. Instagram subscriptions are a great opportunity to show people what you got. Facebook subscriptions are a great opportunity to give people a chance to change the direction they're going in their life, whether they run a gym, whether they're just someone who wants to get in shape and learn a particular skill that you teach.
Yeah.
Give them that opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
We had it as low as $2.99. We had it as high as $19.99, and made sure that we brought it back to a place where people could just dive in and get started on a direction, a pathway.
Mm-hmm.
And when you can get a direction in a pathway, that's the precipice of growing. Numbers, people coming to you, and shit. I mean, the reality is once you start really lining up the things and covering up the holes that you have in your business, that's when you start to fill up your bank account and you become more motivated to help people even further. And there's a term that we use when we would be in workshops learning how to give it to people the right way, and it's called serving higher. Each and every one of the people that we know in our industry, they did it because they love working with people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But there's always a landlord that you got to pay. So for that reason, you have to charge a rate, because most people would do this for free.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about it is you got to pay somebody to actually be in that space. So, okay, we got a barter. I can solve a problem for you. I can give you a great
Mm-hmm.
solution, a solution that isn't terrible to go through. But at the same time, I want you to have an outcome that will change your life and the trajectory of where you're going. Just 4 years ago, we had a trainer who was in the military serving during
In Iraq.
in Iraq.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible scenarios, like you can't possibly understand what it would feel like to have to be in a place that you don't really care to be. But he signed up for our school,
Mm-hmm.
the School of Boxing. And to the date, we saw the video or the post that he made in 2020 when he got out, and within 5 months he had a gym
Mm-hmm.
here in the States, in one of the greatest states in this United States of America. and today is the vice president of the LBC in the state of Georgia.
Yeah.
And it was because we decided that we would do this to help people see their dreams, right? And that's what people just don't ever understand. One right move cultivates a multitude of great outcomes. And so we couldn't have thought of a better outcome than to share that moment, to give our knowledge to someone who's not us. Like that route to help people is a really, really powerful thing when you have knowledge to share with them. And so that's what you're doing. You're making one pebble line up with all of those great ideas. And when you put one idea behind the next, which is what this is for, then they all stack up to that great monument of thinking ideas. And this is beautiful. And so that's what I encourage you today, is to really think about, what is it that you have? What is that thing that you do that you want 15 million people to know about? 50 million people, because that's how many people will join your circle if you just start and continue to get better. Make sure the first video sucks so you can always look back at it and laugh like I do. Trust me, there are a lot of videos with 3 views on it that was years ago, but it was like one day it was for something much larger. And the subscription opportunity, and for this platform just to pay you to be here. Like right now, every second this thing is on, there's revenue coming. And so that's what will happen for you. And if you got a facility, this is really great opportunity for you. So Stacy.
Yeah, no, I think you did a perfect little closeout there. Because I know tomorrow on the show, we're going to talk to you trainers about, and gym owners, of how to get people in your gym for your class.
That's our get people in there. Yeah.
The people how you can get them in there. Yeah. So we're going to pull back the curtain on that and help you guys out, because here's the deal. If you look at your calendar, tomorrow is November 1st. Holidays are here. Black Friday is here.
Yes.
New Year's is here. Yeah. Are you ready? We're going to make sure that you are.
The gym owners must know that we're doing a boot camp for Black Friday, so that you'll have an offer for your audience for January the 1st. So continue to follow for more. To learn more now, go to jabjuice.com, because this is going to help you craft an offer. And that's where we really struggle most is letting people know what we do and then putting it into an offering and charging the fair price for what you're doing. And when you can do that, then you'll definitely know that you have to target the right customer. So if you want to learn how to really attract the right people to your class, and just realize, once you start knowing how to talk to the people, that's what you're going to learn tomorrow. Exactly how to get that class that might be super dope filled, and then fill up multiple classes with the same formula. And that's what the beautiful thing about learning is that you can continue to learn and apply it. Now, remember, there are 2 methods to go about doing it. You can listen and you can hear it, and you can just go about your regular day, or you can listen and you can learn it and apply the application to it and start doing, because hearing it is one thing. Application is another thing. So if you want application because you've heard enough knowledge in the past year on social media alone, then that's where you say, I'm going to go ahead and start application. That's where we come in and look at what you're doing. And if your page has a lot of holes in it, or a few holes, we start with the holes and we plug those holes in. And so that's when you can keep that ball rolling. Because you probably already tried and it's like, man, I can't get the ball rolling. If you can't get the ball rolling, it's because of the application.
Yep, that's
it. If you want application, we got a free thing that you can look at. It's called Social Media Takeover.
Yeah,
and that's helping you stay current in today and stay ahead of social media instead of trying to keep up with it. So you can go to jabjuice.com and that you can download that PDF, and it literally will give you the
great.
blueprint
Mhm.
on how to start. Now, I know last week we did that, we gave it away. And for those of the people who did it, if you haven't got going, it's because you
Mhm.
lack application.
That's it.
Application is also scheduling a conversation to learn how to go about doing it and then jumping on it. But today was about the Instagram subscription, how to utilize the metaverse in
Mhm.
these other platforms to monetize your message
Mhm.
and allow people to come work with you. So let people come work with you.
Yeah.
Don't keep people from trying to work with you
They're
because your
looking
work is
for you.
probably dope.
They're
What'd you
looking
say?
for you right now.
They're looking for you right now.
There.
And we got to actually get off and answer messages. And if you have a question, make sure you drop it either down in the comment boxes
Definitely.
or DM us. Or like I said, go to jabjuice.com. And like I said, tomorrow, be ready
Yeah,
because we're going to give you that smoke.
we
And for
are.
those of you who have got that as subscriptions, no reason why you shouldn't have 100, 200 to 1,000 subscribers. And if you don't, this is where you get it done. Follow this script. And if you have questions, make sure you continue to follow for more or DM us. And I'll see you guys soon. Tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Don't meet me there. Beat me there.
We'll see you
So
tomorrow, guys.
long.